Good evening, good morning, good day, good day. Welcome to Positive Rate. I'm your host, Willie Canuck, and we're running a bit late today, but he's not joining us in the skies, but he's definitely joining me on Vox. It is the legend, Dark Fury. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad. Better late than never.
Exactly. We were just we were talking before the stream. There's actually a lot of things happening in the flight simulator area. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Big shout out to J-Hog there. I can see someone's on the tarmac. Who's that? That's Beluga. Beluga's there. Nice to see you, Beluga. I'm glad you could join us today. Unfortunately, it might just be the two of us at the moment. I don't know if J-Hog's able to fly tonight. And of course, Beluga's doing his classic here. He's picked an airliner. Why not? Why wouldn't you? But what a great place to start with an airliner. So this is Iceland, Keflavik. And it's really, really cool. This is available from Orbx. Very distinctive airport, actually. It's quite funky. Now, I wouldn't say it was one of the best packages I've seen, but it certainly adds something to the flavor of the airport. I don't think this one's modeled inside, though. But it gives you the general kind of idea. It's a very interesting kind of place as well. J-Hog's, he's not too well as well. Yeah, everyone's kind of bailing out tonight because they're tired or sick or are working, unfortunately. So we're going to do a bit of a tour about, I think, and we'll see how we get on. But while I'm starting at the engine, I mean, Dark, do you want to talk about any interesting stuff that you've seen in the news at the moment?
Where to start, really? I mean, the big one is Synapse Simulations on Saturday.
Amazing, yeah. I'm so looking forward to that. I think I've been talking about the Synapse T20 since it was announced, and since it appeared quite nastily in the fly-by-wire installer. It just sits there and gawks at you, mocking you, and you just wonder when it's going to come out. So I was worried it was going to be a bit of a dead project as well, but it sounds like they're still going gangbusters. They're still working on it, so that's excellent news. I really, really can't wait to see it. And a big shout out to any of the Synapse guys if they happen to be catching the stream. I don't know if anybody's catching the stream right now, but we'll see how we get on. Anyway, so we're flying the Cessna 310 today, so I'm going to turn on battery. And yeah, Beluga's this is a great day for you to just buzz me back and forth with all sorts of different aircraft. It's really up to you. But we'll do a tour. We'll get a nice coastal tour of Iceland coming here, so I'll talk about that. Actually, I'll do that quickly. Let's see, right. So we're of course taking off from Keflavik. We'll probably depart runway 19 because that's a nice easy taxiway out, and we're gonna fly up to the northeast. Over Reykjavik now. This is really cool. So I've never quite understood why kind of the major airport seems to be Keflavik for Iceland, Dark, but Reykjavik does actually have its own airport. But it just seems like Keflavik is used a lot more for transit flights. I don't know if there's a significant reason for that. Anyway, we're going to overfly Reykjavik, which is of course the largest populated center in Iceland. And we'll take off over a bit of land, and there's lots of mountains and things over here to see, so that should be quite interesting. And then we're going to head along the coast. This will be beautiful, absolutely beautiful, past all these estuaries, making a stop. Now I can't quite say this. I think it's I want to say it's Westmanyar. Go with that. Probably not doing that justice. Cutting back into the coast again, flying along, lots of mountains and stuff to see here as we skirt around, and then we're going to do a quick hop in, drop in at Huldufólk Airport, and come back out again, and then our final destination, which will be Hornafjörður. Apologize for pronunciation. But we'll see what happens.
Well, the answer to your question earlier there, Willie, about Keflavik. Well, Reykjavik is actually known for, is only for domestic because it's actually how close it is to the population.
Okay.
And Reykjavik is actually an old military installation by the US
right.
Army.
Of course it would be. Yeah, of course it would be.
And because of ETOPS, they have to have aircraft have to have a certain amount of time from a suitable landing site. So the fact that if they're doing a transatlantic,
right,
Keflavik would be the place to go. Whereas if you were going to go to Reykjavik, you would it may push over the ETOPS.
All right. Okay.
So it's separated. So Reykjavik is for domestics, and Keflavik is for internationals.
Okay. Well, thank you for that little bit of insight. And that's something I didn't know. Very cool. Right, trying to get flight plan up here. Where's that? Oh, why have I got no flight plan? That's weird. Pants. Okay. Don't know what's happened there. Alright, we're gonna have to come out and go back in quickly. Hang on. Runway 19, yeah, Beluga, we're gonna run off 119. And Beluga says, has anyone seen the freeware Gatwick scenery? No, I've not seen it. Is it good? Have you seen that, Dart?
Yeah, there's a free Gatwick. There's actually 3. There's one which is just the terminals.
Yep.
There's one with the terminals and the runway, the taxis, and then there's a full-on taxis, the tram and all the train and all that.
Okay.
They are quite good, but they're also they can be quite heavy, especially with London being so close in proximity and Heathrow. But it's great freeware if you can run it.
And how do you find the? So the frames might be a bit dodgy depending on what your setup in those.
Yeah, because of the way that the UK update is not optimized.
Yeah.
If you haven't loaded and therefore cached it, you will get stutters coming in and out of it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds a bit ominous. All right, I've started up on the runway here. Just want to check if I got a flight plan or not. Okay, don't know what's happening here. My flight plan is not coming in. How strange. This stream's a disaster already. Okay, so we're gonna have to do it a bit of a different way. It'll be a bit of a follow the leader. I know where to go. I'll just have to use a little nav map. Unfortunately, that's all I can really do. Right, how can I swing this? That's a very strange error. I've not seen that problem before. Alright. First things first, am I on the right one? I'm on the wrong one. So I'm gonna slew over. So Beluga, if you want to join me on runway 19, that would be great. Yeah, how strange is that? Never seen that problem before. Usually it comes in with the flight plan. Now there was a setting on the PMDG that said load flight from sim, and I've turned that off from the PMDG. I wonder if that's changed the setting in the sim itself. If it is, that's pretty bad practice. But there he goes. Sorry, Derek, what were you gonna say?
Turning off in the PMDG should not affect the sim.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. It does say that there's an update required for this as well, so I don't know if that's got something to do with it.
Did you not update your air rack either?
No, I didn't actually, strangely. Let me see if the FR map says what the flight plan is. Yeah, the VFR. Okay, the VFR flight plan has it then. So I think we'll stick that somewhere. It's all very manual today. Anyway, we've got a good engine start. Everything's okay there, I think. Just want to make sure, yeah, that's all working. There goes, I can hear spooling up there. That's Beluga ready to take off. Right. Okay, we got flaps set. Nav is on retard. Yeah, it looks like everything's ready to go. Windshield prop. No, we don't need any of that right now. It's clear day. So here we go. Okay, Beluga, after you, sir. I'll just tuck that up in the corner so I know where the heck I'm going here. Hang on, got a slight problem. There's a no left engine. That doesn't help. This the Cessna is not particularly good on I think we're good to go now. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Beluga revving engines, yeah. We've got Your Average YouTuber. That's an interesting nickname. How you doing, mate? Okay. Got pressure on the stick. We're airborne now. Gear up. Nice takeoff, says Average YouTuber. Thank you very much. Continue our climb out. There's Stu. How you doing, Stu? View of the airport here. Yes, I've just started, yep. Just want to turn the sim noises a bit low there. Yeah, I just started, Stu, so I've just flown out of Keflavik. I think. Bring that back to climb power. There we go, and we're airborne. Oh, you can see a 339 behind me. Off we go. A few folks around. Hey Stu, did I not say hi to you already, Stu? How you doing? Your Average YouTuber, is this a long or short flight? Well, there's multiple stops. So our next destination is Bravo India Romeo Kilo, if you see at the top of the screen. So if you want to join in on the North Europe server, you feel free to do so. And you can join us from there if you want. But I've got a problem with the map on the GPS today, so for some reason my flight plan didn't come in, which is a bit annoying. But what I can do is I can at least put in the airport, so I can do that. So went from BIKF. We are going to ultimately end up at BIHN. To go via BIRK. Let's see if that came in. Let's check. Stop playing ball with that. Alright, let's pick a waypoint around Reykjavik then. You're going to subscribe to me. Thank you very much. Very kind, sir. Anyway, while I'm humming and hawing, Dark, anything else you've seen on the flight sim scene that you think is going to be really cool?
To be fair, I'm just looking on the news for Microsoft Flight Sim, and Just Flight have released the sound video for the Vulcan.
Oh,
very interesting indeed. And Vertical Sims announced Ontario International Airport.
Yes, I saw that. I can't remember where. Confusingly, Ontario isn't in Canada. It's somewhere else. Yeah, I think I need to update that GPS, unfortunately. So, what I could do actually is switch. I could switch it to the old style one for the time being, and that'll keep me right. I didn't even think of that. Options. Let's go with Sobo. Here we go. That works. There you go. So we don't need that. Get rid of that. Obviously not quite as good, but still fully functional. Although I think, am I right that Working Title's been doing some things on, some work on these GPS?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe they're better than I've last seen. I know they did some work on the G1000.
Apparently there is some bugs with the latest AAU update, so the next one will probably fix them, but they are a lot better than what there was, so kudos to them for that.
Yeah, very much so. Hugely appreciated. Right, just take a quick look around, see if anyone's in the skies around me. Oh, I can see blue go off in the distance there. I'm sure he'll swoop in at some point. Oh, he's changed. Oh, I didn't realize you were in the 73800. Blue, is that the PMDG you're flying though? We should be coming up to Reykjavik in a moment now. There it is, I think. There it is there. So we'll start bringing those throttles down. We'll start our descent into Reykjavik. Pick any runway here. We're just using a few cloud settings, so it is PMDG. Cool. Awesome. I think I'll go for that one. That looks as good as any. Need a bit of speed off. You're excited for the landing? Yeah, well, I usually have good ones, but there's always exceptions, eh, Dark?
Yeah, you can say that again.
we won't talk about the Osprey. still need to bleed off a bit of speed before we start our approach, so I'll do that. I see blue up in front. Sorry, go ahead.
Just before we go to like silence for your landing, or what's your perfectly timed landing.
Right.
Just a quick question to the people in the chat.
Yep.
Would you prefer to see someone who does everything right all the time, or would you prefer a streamer to have the occasional or mishaps and show that they're actually human, which would be more interesting?
Very good point. Very good point. It's always, I guess it's one of those old things. It's always fun to see someone have a crash or a mess up sometimes. Okay, we couldn't make that runway, so I think what we're going to do is we'll do a traditional left-hand circuit. One airplane that I'm looking forward to is the Blackbird Simulations 757. I did see somewhere that there was going to be some more news. I think it was Pilot Stud actually had mentioned it on his stream. Lucas is professional, but sometimes crashes. Gavin? Does Gavin crash?
Yes, and it was my fault.
What's that?
Yeah, it was kind of my fault.
Really? Oh my god, what happened?
So as you know, Gavin streams and you can earn easy points on his stream.
Yeah.
I booked a destination flight, and the destination flight was Vega.
Right,
we all know Vega. It's a 2-hour flight from Reykjavik or from Copenhagen, from Edinburgh. It's 2 hours each way.
Yeah.
And he picked the worst day to go. It was bad winds, bad weather, bad visibility.
Okay.
He had to go around the first time, and then the second time he landed, he was slightly right of the centre line and hit the runway lights and went over the side of the runway.
Oh wow! That's unusual for Gavin.
I got to admit, it's one of those airports as if you can't get in the first time and you can't get in the second time, you divert.
Yeah, it's alternate. Yeah.
It's like in a valley. So, like on the charts, you basically, certain directions of wind will cause wind shear and turbulence on departure and arrival. So, having really bad weather, and that with short runway, and you will see it under it, you know, it's one of those. If you can't get down the first time, don't bother, just go back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, here we go. Gee, I can see blue goes down, that's cool. Keeping the blue line. All jokes aside, Gavin is amazing. Yeah, he is. Of course he is. He's, I dare say he's the most talented simmer I've ever seen. Although, my only caveat is he only flies one type of aircraft generally. But he is quite good on airliners, I will say that. Oh! Someone's picked me at the post. Oh, nice greaser for me though, that'll do. That's Stu! I was coming in nice, great, gradual landing. Next thing, Stu, boom! Jayhawk says, "Don't tell him that, Will. You'll have to live with him." Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, Stu says, "Sorry, no, Stu, don't apologize. It's all right, mate."
I thought they were an ATR-72 just popping through your window.
I know.
Speaking of that, Tuesday, World Update and ATR-72 out.
World Update?
Yes, the World Update. Hawaii, Antarctica, some other islands.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. It's all islands in between as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, there's quite a few islands in between. They're updating Hawaii.
That's some styling in the 7.3. Look at that.
Ooh! Terrain, bullet!
Ow! You can certainly put those airplanes through the motions, that's for sure. Okay, if everyone wants to rally up around me, we'll take off to the next destination. I just want to take a quick look. There's a church over here. Just look kind of neat. Where is it? Look at that. So this must be the Reykjavik Cathedral, I would say. But look at that, that's really cool. Look at that, look at the design, the detail on it. Wow. Excellent. It really does look like a Scandinavian type of place, doesn't it? Reykjavik. Despite the fact that it is technically a city.
It's Scandinavian built, British located. Double hill.
Average YouTuber says that's a lot of detail. Yeah, it is. Yeah, look at that. Let's go really high so you can see it. Absolutely marvelous. And that's just with the world update, man. I mean, that's no special scenery that I've got in for that. I love it. You can see the mountains in the distance. Amazing. Anyway, okay, where is everybody? Has anyone got a chance of getting close to me again? Am I okay to take off? Stu, are you still with us? Oh, I see him. There he is. He's coming in for a landing. Looks like he's down safely. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, maybe a bit of a bounce. Okay. Oh! He just went right by me. Okay, let's get ready for takeoff configuration. I'll take it up to 3,000 feet again, so I'm happy with that. And brakes released, off we go. Big control tower. Positive brake, you're up. Are you ready for another takeoff? Excellent. Excellent. Power kicked in. Drop it back to climb. Engaging up. I might not do that at that point, so I think what we'll do is take it back. Get it back onto an intercept course for our course. Average YouTuber says again, nice takeoff. Thank you very much, sir. Too kind. Dark, I think someone's brushing my ego here.
Yes, I think someone is.
Not that I'm complaining.
You can now buy the positive rate bath bags, £5 under the seat.
That's it. Yes. It's funny talking about the PMDG takeoff last week. I've flown 3 flights since I did that, and every takeoff's been perfect. But I know what I did wrong. Obviously, for some reason, I armed the autopilot on rollout, which is just a bizarre thing. I still, to this day, don't quite understand why I did that. And it was doomed from the start as soon as I did that. So. Look at that. See the mountains in the distance. Excellent.
Lucas says, don't look behind. What are you doing,
Don't look behind. Oh, okay. Of course we're going to look behind. Oh, look at that. Holding formation in the 737. Wow. And he's dropping out of the sky. Quite abruptly. I honestly don't know how he manages that in a pairware aircraft. It's all kinds of wrong, but all kinds of impressive at the same time. There's Stu. You can see Stu off in the distance there. Okay. Bring your flaps in. Should have done that earlier. Wondering why I'm not picking up speed. Flaps are not conducive to high-speed flight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we know where we're going. Just gonna take the sim noises down another notch. Just seems really loud today. There we go. Just get an eyeful of the amazing scenery of Iceland. Now, I should mention that I am using the Iceland mesh here, which is available from Orbx, and it really does make a difference in the terrain. And as you can see, it just gives you all the more definition to the mountains and the hills in the distance. Just do a quick pan around. There we go, look at that. I did hear a jet somewhere. The blue is off over there. Over here. So up above.
The best thing about the Iceland mesh is that it's actually freeware available from Orbx.
I didn't realize that was free, actually. That's very cool.
So that's even more better.
So there you go. So yeah, if you want to have another hand in Iceland, guys, go head over to Orbx Direct. And go get yourself a free download for the Alaska Mesh. Absolutely, or not Alaska Mesh. Sorry, the Iceland Mesh. Well worth it. Steve says, "Oh, you've got a King 99A. Okay." Oh, there in Dark's put the link in there as well. So if you guys want to head over to Orbx and go check it out. Great little package. Look at this. Some amazing colors.
It's nice in the daylight to be able to see all the details of the scenery.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can get the sim at the right time where you're just slightly chasing the sun,
yeah,
it just looks absolutely amazing.
Look at that. I guess with all the volcanoes too, you get a lot of different colors in the stones as well.
Yes.
Average YouTuber says, I never thought a flight simulator could look so good. I'll tell you what. Every time I fly a new part of the world, I'm surprised again. I'm completely surprised again. And you're right. It's just amazing. And I also find, I do a bit of flying on my own time, off stream, obviously. But Dark, do you not, sometimes you're just flying around, you're just looking around you, and you just have this enormously happy feeling and feeling of well-being on how beautiful it is in the sim and what you're looking at.
I'm sure everybody agrees. When you've got a good-looking sim, you've got the scenery, or you've got good textures in the ground, you're looking, am I really here?
Yeah. It's a dream come true. I mean, I'm just every day. I'm so appreciative of it, and you're like me. You're an old hat at flight sim. I mean, I've seen them all the way up from version 2. I think I even played version 1 at one point, but how far it's come in 40 years is just phenomenal.
Well, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at the gap between flight sim, FSX, and
yeah,
how 14 years between FSX and Microsoft Flight Sim. and the communities that we have now wouldn't be here if it wasn't for COVID. But
yes.
if you look at it another way, the sim came in the right time.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's very, very true. Stu says yes, 100%. Yeah. Okay, I think we might be nearing our next destination. No, not quite yet. Let's. Oh, we're going to skirt along the coast for a bit, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, looking at a flight plan, and we're skirting across the coast, and we'll get some nice. We should get some nice coastal shots as well.
Yeah, exactly. And big shout out to our flight manager Kevin. He wasn't able to join us tonight, but oh, I just realized I don't have the other clocks there.
How dare you?
But it's I know, I just suddenly looked at it like, oh, nobody will know who is talking. So, yeah, big shout out to Kev. It's a lovely flight plan, a little bit of terrain, and also some coastal scenery as well, which is just amazing. So you really get to see all there is to take in from Iceland. Look at the colors. Oh, there's Stu, almost in perfect formation there. Excellent. See Jamie off in the distance as well. And there's another guy, I don't know if that's he may be off in the distance, statue. Looks like he might just be some random guy there. At least the multiplayer is working today, that's a good thing.
Normally it's like...
Oh, it was terrible last week, wasn't it?
They were awful last week. Even
really
flying.
What was I going to say? I can't remember. If anyone feels like donating today, I got a big surprise as well. Any amount will do. Dark, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to see it. I've got a funny feeling I know what it is. Or is that just my mind?
Yeah. I'll keep it a secret because it's quite funny. I think it's funny anyway. I think Nick and Shark Kitty looked at it and just thought, really? But I think it's fun. I think it's fun. So we'll try it out for a bit and see what the viewers think. But I'll tell you what, I'll do one, right? Just so everyone can see. So if you donate to me, and there's obviously a donation thing will appear, and I'll be happy. So I've got a new effects. I've just changed over to OBS, so this is one of the cool things about it. And I can just say, wave my magic wand, and I say, all right, here's a donation, here we go.
Thank you.
Let me know what you think. J-Hog, if you're still watching, your opinion would be interesting in this one as well. Stu's laughing. And I've got a backup one as well, so I don't have to play the same one every time. So we'll do one more. Here we go.
Thank you.
There you go. That's all I got. J-Hug says, oh my god, I've got a 37-inch screen and I'm scarred for life. Brilliant. Average YouTuber says, sus? What does that mean?
I have no idea, but I'm thinking to myself, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Absolutely. That's the point. Who's that? Is that Beluga? It's in Turkish Airlines now. Wow, look at that. That's Luga, you are a king. You are an absolute king. Look at that. I couldn't do that.
He's trying to refuel you by the looks of this.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. Not an easy thing to do in the PMDG. Not an easy thing to do at all.
Actually, I think it's a lot easier in the PMDG than it would be in the Phoenix or fly-by-wire, because you'd have everything just flashing at you.
Because there's no kind of there's no kind of things getting in the way of what you're doing. It is so you can fly it manually. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. I stand here impressed. Average YouTuber says you don't know what sus means. No, I don't. Maybe I'm too old for that. I don't know. Let us know. Stu says, move you the King C90 GTX. What does that mean? Not quite following that one, mate. Outside shot. Just me and my 737, pal. Oh, you can see statues off in the distance. We got anyone else around? What happened to Stu? Oh, wow, look at that. He can't pull out of that. Oh, he did. Holy moly. Well, that was something else.
Reminds me of Gav.
Oh, suspicious. Right, okay. Fair enough. It's one nice thing with a few clouds, you always get quite a glassy ocean. I can see it, man. I just can't see where it is. Oh. Is that Stu up there? Okay. Right, we're coming up to our next destination. So this one was... Pull up our handy dandy map here. Oh, this is the other Orbx scenery, I believe.
That's correct, yes.
Westminster is the best explanation or the best pronunciation to come up with this. It's actually a fair size airport as well. So we've got Orbx scenery to look at for this, which is going to be cool. How far to go now?
So it's actually pronounced Westminster.
West Westminster. Westminster.
Also meaning Westman Islands.
Okay, thank you. That sounds a bit better than what I said.
We don't want to offend the Icelandic, do we?
No. They might send me a box full of lava rock or something like that. I don't need that.
You can offend the French, you can offend the Spanish, but you don't offend us.
I mean, I don't know if they're anything like Danish. The one thing I can tell you about Danish is if you ever imply that a Dane doesn't know what they're talking about, they get very, very upset. They do not like being challenged. I mean, they'll debate, but they don't like being challenged in terms of their intelligence. Or say, well, if you say something like, "Oh, you have no idea what you're talking about, mate," that's one way to send a Dane right into orbit. So I don't know if that's carried over to Iceland necessarily, but look at that coastline, beautiful. We're sitting with the clouds above it. Okay, I think that might be our island over there. Luca doing some stylings in the 737. Okay. So, I don't know if this gives you any en route times, you know. I should probably try to learn this a little bit better than I know it, but there we go. Oh, Stu's coming in now. Here we go. Average YouTuber says, I wonder if this landing will be as successful as the other one. I hope so. Hope so. I think we'll do another circuit again just to get an eye of which direction we want to come in at.
We'd just like to know that there is no refund on this flight.
There's no refund. Jayhawk says, place your bets. Yeah. You know, I have one little incident with the PMDG 737. Suddenly everyone loses faith in it. But my landing was good. I had a flight after to just practice up on the 737, and takeoff was perfect. But the landing was a right proper thumper. It was quite high winds, so I flipped to Inverness for my sins, and I think it was gusting. It was something like 18, gusting 26. I did get it down, but it wasn't pretty.
My first circle to land, and I landed it, but it was when the Phoenix were a bit touchy before the update. So when I put my rudder in,
yeah.
Instead of it going slightly left or slightly right, it went straight left, and I cut the grass. So now on Gavin's channel, I hold the record for going from landing to gate the shortest time ever.
Well, the funniest thing that's ever happened on our channel is, was it Nick? I can't remember where we were landing, but he lodged one engine in full thrust as he was landing, and so as he landed, suddenly the plane just shot off right towards the terminal and smacked into Kevin. It's brilliant. We've had some really, really interesting landings. Jayhawk, of course, you've had a few corkers as well. I can still envision that rolling F-18 in the mountains a while back. Okay, I think we'll start slowing the airplane down a bit here. Lead off a bit of speed while we're level. Jayhawk's flying circus. And dark about Innsbruck. What happened at Innsbruck? Ask Dark about Innsbruck. Okay, what happened in Innsbruck, Dark? Oh. Wow, look at that. Is that a sore subject?
Well, we was doing the approach, coming in on the approach for 2.6.
Right.
But we were actually landing on 0 right. So when we come into Innsbruck, you have to like turn and go downwind,
right,
and then come back.
Yeah.
Altitude was 13,000 feet MSA. Mr. Jayhawk decided to go down to 8,500 and crash everybody into a mountain.
Perfect. I think I want to fly through that little gap in the mountains there. Look at this. Striking scenery.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
It
Absolutely
is.
Stunning.
Another brilliant flight plan from Kevin, I think. Should have actually dropped flaps there. It's a little bit of popping as it's streaming in the scenery, but wow, look at this. Bluga says, oh, Jayhawk says, oh, I clipped the top and hit the wing and rescued it. Oh, well done. I think we should be able to get this straight in, actually. Looks like another cathedral or some interesting type of building there.
I think it's actually a cathedral.
Yeah, I'll go have a quick look at it after I get down. Alright, get off the center line. Let's get that back up. A bit more power to compensate. That's the trick with the Cessna 310 is it does not like to be landed without power, so you have to really keep it above that 90 knot mark. Oh, a bit of uphill. There you go, that's not too bad. Up and over. Butter. Oh, thank you. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. I've had better, but that was good. I think in real life that would be completely acceptable. What I'll do is I'll come spin around. Whoa! Who's that? Is that Stu? Yes, it is. And he's rolling off into the sea. Poor Stu. See Jamie coming in. Let's capture Jamie first on the cam here.
I think Stu's gone to see Little Mermaid.
Or Beluga, I should say. Right, Beluga, this is your chance for a proper landing now. Yeah, he crashed quite convincingly, I would say. But he's making his way back. Here comes Beluga. Now you're going to see a proper landing, guys. Just about on the numbers as well. Right down the center line. Brilliant job. Well done, mate. Short runway. Very short runway. Hard braking. Oh, hard braking. Has he done it? Wow. Well done. Well done. Well done, Beluga. That was really good.
Well done.
Beluga gets full points for professionalism and capability, and Stu gets full points for style. All right, let's just do. Yeah, go ahead.
It's all about that flare.
It is. It's all about that flare. It is all about the flare, absolutely. Okay. Are we all ready to take off again? I'll wait for you guys to set up. "90 feet per minute. Well done, mate. Yeah, it did look really, really good. Stu says my C90 not working. Oh, all right. Here comes Beluga. Okay, takeoff configuration. And off we go. Oop. I'll probably get overtaken by an airliner. Up the hill, into the air. Look at that. The runway just kind of drops out underneath you. You're up. Lucas says you can tell I fly this plane too much. Yeah. You do seem to make new adventures for yourself as you're doing it. Wow, look at that. Oh, nicely done. Look at that. Beautiful. Looked like something out of an advert. Very, very, very cool terrain. Really, really fun. Average YouTuber says, I have to go. Well, it's been a blast, Average YouTuber. Thanks for coming along and joining us today. And you hope my flight goes well. Thank you very much, mate. All the best. Thank you for coming along. Tell you what, if you sub, get yourself into Discord. Dark, I don't know if you could drop that in.
Yes, certainly.
And you can chat with us on Discord as well. We'd love to have you along, mate. But all the best. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you see you next time, mate. Excuse me. Streamlabs just posted the same thing. Oh, dear, dear.
I guess better late than never.
I never checked to see if the memes work. I think they should do. Can't see any reason they won't. Let's try. Someone. Uh-oh. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And we're coming right back into the train again. Amazing. Lovely. Moving distance. I think Steve's behind him as well. See how quickly it takes him to get in formation. Well done. Stu, are you in Kodiak? Yes, you guys switch planes like underwear, I tell you. Well done.
It's like a Coca-Cola Misfits.
It's, oh, you are in Kodiak. Sorry, Dark, what were you going to say?
Sorry, I didn't mean that in a bad way. Yeah,
no,
I meant
no.
that in a good way. Because you know, the different amount of aircraft we actually see per stream seems to be getting bigger and bigger.
It is, I know. Wow, look at that. Oh my god. Luga, you should fly for kind of the air shows. You know how they always show off the airplanes at like Farnborough and stuff like that. Beluga says I've got to go. I had fun flying. Oh, no, Beluga, great. No, thanks for coming along today, mate. Really, really Some interesting maneuvers today and a brilliant landing as well, so take care, mate.
Take care, Beluga.
Yeah. Stu says, just try to get 1 to work. Yeah. It's a random mountain in the middle of it, in the middle of everything. You start to see the snow caps in the distance as well. How far are we to the next one, I wonder? Oh, I'm off course. That's not... I forgot to put my nav back on. Silly rabbit. Not too far, of course. No, it's definitely not. Okay. Get back down to 3,000. Well, actually, we might want to stay where we are. This is really interesting terrain coming up there.
Quite a few interesting bits around here, to be fair.
Yeah. It's... And I know I've said this before, but I'm always amazed when you go to different parts of the world. You see mountains everywhere in the world, but the mountains are so distinctly different from one place to the next. And you wonder how nature can be so diverse like that in terms of mountain formation. Look at that. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, you fly. I mean, you can go to Spain, like you say, go all the way around the world, and you just see how the landscape from one place to another just changes, and it's not sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me. And we're just so lucky that Microsoft Flight Simulator captures it so well as well. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people would agree. Stu, maybe you might agree with this, but look at that. I mean, it's so gorgeous. Look at that. It's stunning. Wow. Microsoft Flight Simulator, well done. Amazing. But, sorry, what I was going to say is, I'm not a huge traveler. I do like to travel places, but the one thing that Flight Simulator's done on this version is it's really, really encouraged me about places in the world I'd love to see now, which I never would have considered going to. Like, I mean, the Grand Canyon, I've known about Grand Canyon for ages. And I know everyone says it's amazing, etc., yada, yada, but then when you see it in the simulator, you think, yeah, actually, this would be amazing to see. I'd love to see that. And Iceland's no different. I mean, who thinks really generally about going to Iceland? But there's absolutely tons to see in Iceland. Amazing scenery. And Stu says very lovely. Yeah, it is. It is. It's amazing. Awesome. And we get to do it from the comfort of our own home as well. But I'd love to see it in real life. Look at that. Unreal.
The only difference would be, while you're at home, it's probably 16, 17 degrees. Around there, it's probably 0.
Yeah. Makes you wonder. I wonder what the summertime temperatures are like. It is quite far north. because you know there's parts of Canada. Obviously, if you go up to Yellowknife, in the Yukon Territory, or no, that'd be Whitehorse. So yeah, Yukon Territory would be Northwest Territories. But winter, obviously, very very cold. Many minus dozens of temperatures. But in the summer, they can see upwards of 20 degrees at times. Which would be quite neat to see. Obviously, the further north you go, the less you're going to see that kind of temperature. But look at that. Just amazing. Right, let's do a quick check on our next. Ever so, yeah, it looks like we're still looking around a bit. Stu says try flying the Grand Canyon in the F-16. Well, we kind of did something like that. If you go back, oh, Dark, when would that have been? Probably one of our 4th or 5th streams.
I believe so, yes.
Grand Canyon, yeah, but we all had fast jets, and it was hard, very very tough at places. There was a few crashes, not my part. Amazingly, I seemed to get through that one without escape. But there's a couple times I just had to escape out of the ditch because I was going to hit a wall. Still got a ways to go. But we'll keep going. Next stop is Bravo India Sierra Lima. I don't know if you want to have a shot at this pronunciation, Dark. I'll show you in here. Wolfen? Wolfen?
What's the code, sorry?
Bravo India Sierra Lima. You'd love to do the Tomcat in Mach 1.4. Yeah, good luck with that. That'd be pretty tough. All those snow-capped mountains in the distance.
Well, apparently, I believe this one is Scafferthing.
Okay, well that could just been the name of the airport. God, the colors change. So you got the mountains up in the foreground, but if you look at the mountains in the different distance, they're a different kind of green. That's interesting. How cool is that? I love it. No, I forgot we never looked at that airport in more detail when we landed up. Forgot. Oops, sorry, Orbx. Wow, look at the colors. A bit of a ways to go. Tell you what, I might actually rather than go around the coast, I think we might fly direct and just to cut a bit of time out because we're gonna run out. Oh, there we go. Right on. Should play a rock song. Do I have any rock? There we go. You've called the rock in. Yeah, this is just going to hug the coast, so I think there should be a way. Nope. Scratch that. If I go that, menu, activate like menu, enter. There we go. Is that going to turn me? Probably have to intercept it somehow, so let's
Make him lose his focus! Oh no, sorry!
I'm trying to focus. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see, I got my other tool here. Let's see. Oh, I just need a bearing, rough bearing. It'll be 62. All right, let's try that. All right, come out of that. We want heading of 62. There. Put in the heading one. And we'll head straight for the next airport. It's been a while since we played with all the memes. Can't remember what's all in there. If you, one way to find out, guys, if you put, show you. There you go. Play with them as your heart's content. Don't know if there's a button. Oh, is there? Oh, there is a button.
You really are a funny guy!
If you got any suggestions for other ones, Stu, let me know. It's not something I've really looked at in a while. Oh. Right, I just gotta quickly grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, just something with the whistle there. Right, where are we? And what are the distance here? Oh, Stu's still there. Typing and flying don't work. Yeah, I know what it means to. Hey, thank God for autopilot. That's all I can say. So next week's gonna be interesting, though. So we will be flying the PMDG 737. Well, I will anyway. And it's an RNAV. Would you call it an RNAV approach into Tibet, BIRK?
I believe it's an RNAV or an RMP.
What's the difference? I don't actually know the difference. Okay, the airport should be up around there somewhere. Ready for the landing, Stu?
The answer to your question there, the difference between an RNAV and an RMP is that a RMP requires you to have an onboard navigation performance monitor.
Ah, right, got you. Was that like the profile thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
so were you within...
Or what they call,
degrees?
oh, what did, I think Tim's mentioned it. It's called the something deviation.
Yes, lateral deviation.
Lateral deviation, that's it. Yeah.
Oh,
Stu,
most...
Stu, you've got the 737, is that what you said? Is that what you mean? Sorry, go ahead, Dark.
Yeah, most airliners, if you go within, like, say, 2 or 3 degrees of your lateral deviation, you can't do an RMP.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see what, 10 years' time that it's going to be completely different, isn't it? I reckon that the need for beacons, in theory, won't be as required as what they are now. Stu does have the 737. Brilliant. Well, yeah, definitely join us next week then, Stu, for that.
On the subject of the 737, the 737 deliveries are available on flightsim.io and the Discord, and there is an upcoming 900 version.
Oh, all right, perfect. Yep. So, which variant do you have, Stu? Okay. Should be soon in the airport at some point. Wait till we get through these clouds. I mean, I'd love to get all the variants, but it's just, that's a lot of money to throw. It's just a shame they don't do any kind of package deals. Like if you've bought one, you can get the next one at a discounted price.
That is a shame, yes.
I think they used to do that, but well, something's changed in recent years though about how they price it now. Don't know why.
Stu's got the Max 737.
We got the Max 737. Ah, right.
Is that by brokered? Because I didn't know there was a 737 Max.
Yeah, it is. It's brokered. Yeah. Does it work? Does it work okay, Stu? It's a bit of a mashup. I think. It takes a lot of the 787 screens, if I'm correct. Well, I wouldn't call it a true Max model, but As long as it works.
But does it though? That's the question. Can you push buttons?
Can you push button? Yeah.
Well, I remember last time I looked at it, and they were saying that the only thing you could do was basically control the D, and you had to load a flight plan in through the Microsoft Flight Planner.
Oh right.
Otherwise, you couldn't do anything. And
They don't.
They
don't. Yeah, they don't have the best reputation, do they? Unfortunately.
I think they're referred to as Frankenstein aircraft.
Yeah. You might be better, Stu, if you're going to join us. You might be better using the fly-by-wire. A320. If you don't have a Payware airliner. It's been a trusty friend for me for a long time, the fly-by-wire 320. Okay, where is this airport? We are moving slowly. This is quite a long leg, this one. Oh, very long leg, of course it is. But I think, just cutting for time, I think we might call this the last runway tonight. Dark, what do you think?
Yep, that's up to you, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll take the coastal approach as originally meant on the plan. Let's switch course to that. Actually, we just rejoined the plane. Let's see. Oh no. It's gotten rid of that. So switch to 83 degrees here on the header. There we go. I was flying direct. It didn't really do much difference in terms of the plan. I'm still pretty much along the coast. Average YouTuber says, "Hey, I'm back. Hey, you're back. Awesome. Great to have you back, mate." Very flat around here, though. Oh, anything else going on in Flight Sim Dark? I can't think.
There's a bit of headache with the Innobuilt JFK scenery.
Oh yeah, I've heard mention of that actually. That looks interesting.
It is.
Stu, sorry, Airbus 320. Yes, the fly-by-wire Airbus 320. Yeah, do you have that? It's free, completely free.
I'll pop a link in the chat.
Best thing to do is to get the fly-by-wire downloader. Don't get it from the marketplace, because the fly-by-wire downloader gives you the option to do stable development or experimental version. I recommend the development version. And then also you can do updates through that, and you can get you do have it. Okay, perfect. Okie dokie. So it looks, I think we're gonna fly up this estuary here. Just looking at the map. Maybe not. No, it's a bit beyond that. Crazy. It's quite barren here. Very barren. Stu says, would be okay next to chat. What do you mean, Stu? I'm quite sure what you're asking me. Fine. Would be okay. You following that, Dart?
Would be okay next time, chat. Typing a flight doesn't help, because you start typing stuff that you know, you get halfway through a conversation, forget what you're doing, then come back.
Yeah. Would be okay. Oh, to chat to me. Oh, yes. Yeah, we'll certainly do that. Are you in our Discord, Stu? I think you are, aren't you? Okay, I'm gonna drop altitude here, so let's take it down to 2,000. Perfect. Oh, no problem, Stu. You're welcome. I think we got to fly up that there, so that's what I'm aiming for now. And this will be our last landing, guys. So, Stu, get your stick ready. Are you still behind me? Oh, yeah, there he is. So I'll get down first. I'll see if I can get your landing on drone, and then we'll call it a night. Wow, look at that coastline. See an airport. When you're looking around here, it's so barren, you wouldn't think there'd be any kind of airport here, would you? There's just nothing here. So what, when you're not on stream, Dark, what are you flying lately when you're just on your own?
Mainly the 737 on the Phoenix.
Yeah. How would you compare the two? I know they're completely different aircraft. Do you have any preference for one or the other, or is it you just like to switch gears between the two of them?
Well, let's switch. I mainly fly the 737 more than the Phoenix.
Yeah.
To be truthful, even though they are good, you know, Phoenix is a great payway for the Airbus. PMGG is a good payway for the Boeing.
Yeah.
But I'm generally a Boeing because I flew in FSX. I used to fly the Aerosoft and the PMGE 747 Boeing.
Oh, what did you fly from Airsoft?
The Queen of the Skies 747.
The Queen of the Skies, I thought that was PMDG.
It is technically PMDG, but there was an Aerosoft version for Just Fly or iFly.
Oh, iFly! Yeah, I remember
I
that.
had both of them, so it were like Boeing.
Was that payware? Was that?
Yes.
Yeah, I never had a shot at that. So what did you ever try the PMDG 747 then?
I had both of them because iFly did a variant that at the time.
Yeah.
PMDG didn't, so I had both of them. And then when they updated it, I'm not going to get both because I've got I'll have two versions of the same aircraft.
Yeah.
And then I transitioned to the Airbus, the 321, and that's where I left it realistically.
Yeah, I was very Airbus unaware during the FSX days, and it was only basically because of fly-by-wire that I even thought about looking at the 320, and now I love it. Absolutely love the Airbus systems. But for me, I just like to switch it up between the two. So sometimes I like to have all that fly-by-wire, and sometimes it's nice to be a bit more rudder and stick with the PMDG.
I do find that I seem to prefer Boeing a bit more than Airbus, because Airbus, even though it's more modernised, there's a lot of things that can still go wrong, and it's not just simple case of we need to look on our tablet and press this and this and this. It's all computer automated, and sometimes you can't bypass the computer, or you're doing something that you think you shouldn't do, but you've got to use a checklist. Whereas Boeing's, it's all more manual, so when you flick switches, you know what position they're in instead of not knowing whether they're on or off, certain stuff. So
that's right.
It keeps my fresh.
It does, yeah. But I think having tried some of the more technical approaches in the 737 over the last week or so, it's brilliant, really, really good in terms of the automation. Stu says, sorry Stu, you said all you see sand. Yeah, there's sand everywhere here. You've got the PMDG 737-800 and the 900. All right, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of, I think it was Tuesday, I ended up doing a long haul in the 900ER, which was quite interesting, to John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
With 50 passengers and using the Ox tanks, you could get from Heathrow to JFK and still have 2.4 kg of 2.4,000 kilograms of fuel left.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And if you take out the animated train, the static aircraft, the cars, and some of the ground cutter, you can run JFK on a steady 25 FPS on a low-end graphics card. Like I have the 1650 thanks to Nick, just to cover me while buying graphics cards.
While you're waiting on the repair.
But mine 25 FPS steady away all day long, and then you get other people complaining that they can't get 10 FPS. It's like disabled and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, I think I am quite impressed at how forgiving Microsoft Flight Simulator can be for lower end systems. Obviously there's a few sacrifices you have to make, but it's still a great experience.
Definitely. I mean, it's all right having a 4090, electric bill and everything and heating. But you don't need a 4090 to run the sim decently. And GTX 970 at medium settings, you can still get absolute decent scenery and looks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I looked at something like the 4090, I'd have to get a new box. Not to mention the motherboard, power supply. I mean, it's quite a big card, isn't it?
Yeah, you probably need a stand as well because it's heavy.
Yeah. No, I think my next ambition is 3060. So basically kind of staying at the same level I'm at now with the 1660, but just going up a couple generations. And then I should be able to take advantage of the what's the that's sitting in the flight simulator? I can't remember. DLSS.
Well, I personally wouldn't bother with it.
DLSS.
Yeah, but it's not where it's meant out to be. It's still in beta. The screens become blurry, and you're supposed to use DX12 with it, and DX12 can have issues because most of the scenery and aircraft are built using DX11.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm still on DX11, quite happy with it.
To be honest with you, if you get the right card, 3060 card,
yeah,
you can have the same FPS and performance without using DLSS and probably get more and better scenery at the same time.
There you go. But you still think 3060 would be a good choice?
That's what I use. But I use a 3060 overclocked 12 gig version.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
We a base clock of 1877, I think it is, which is like the higher end of the 3060s.
Right.
For gaming, and yeah, no problems whatsoever. I can run everything on high, a couple of ultra settings, and still get a steady 30 FPS, no issues, and use background programs.
Cool. My airplane's doing something weird. Okay. Come on, I'll tell you where to go. This way. Maybe a bit more. Right, looking for a runway now. I mean, I have seen there's quite a few streamers that have obviously splashed out for the 4090, and it's delivering some pretty good performance, but for the money that they're spending to get there compared to other streamers that don't have a card like that, I don't know if the difference is worth that much money, if that makes any sense. So I think for me to justify something like a 4090, I'd have to see the price come down quite a bit, and hopefully they can reduce the size of the cards a bit as well. But what I like about the 3060, which is a great option, is you don't need a high-powered power supply to be able to run it.
No, you don't. 750 and 750 minimum is recommended.
750, right?
The problem, like I say, with the problem with the 4080s and 4090s, I mean, looking at London Controller, for example, and British Avgeek, when you look at their system specs, to get the decent what they are getting, their PC is like top-end Intel CPU, top-end RAM, top-end motherboard, 4090s, 1000-watt power supply, and then you look at price, you're talking nearly £4,000.
I know. Exactly.
That's almost like 2 years' wages if I saved up every month.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Stu says you got the 370. Do you mean the 3070, Stu? 3070 Ti. That's an excellent card. Yeah, it's just crazy money. No, I'm pretty happy with what I got so far. So, but I really don't want to have to go down the route of start, updating the power supply and updating this and that and the other thing. It just starts to become a bit of a faff. I used to do that quite a lot. I used to tinker with PCs all the time, and I just got fed up with it. 3079. Okay. Right. Looks like Stu's on the ground, so I presume that's where we're heading. Doesn't look like there's much of an airport here, does there? I'm thinking this might be a grass strip.
I think it's an ice strip.
I don't see much there. Oh, maybe this runway. There we go. No, it's definitely a runway. Two runways, in fact. Look at the just the surrounding terrain looks incredible. Also very cold, I would say. Drop gear. Runway here. It's a short one. Down we go. Ooh. Bit bumpy, that one. Oh, off the hill. Oh, that wasn't too good. Yeah, that's a short track runway. I don't think I'm in the right airplane for that. Okay, I come back and join Stu, and yeah, we'll call it a night there. Yeah, Uh-oh was right. Uh-oh was absolutely spot on. He had a Kodiak, so he knew what he was doing. He had the right plane for the job, I think. There we go. Kill the engines. There we go. And I'll just kill the battery. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Alright, so, yeah, a bit of a quiet one today, but Dark, thank you so much for your company tonight, mate. Makes it a bit less lonely. And hopefully Stu and anybody else who's watching on Restream or possibly still watching, do join us next week. We'll be flying the PMDG 737 from Venice to Tivat, and it's quite an interesting approach because it's it's an offset localizer, isn't it? I think that's the term for it. So yeah, really, really exciting. So, but anyways, Dark, have a pleasant evening, mate.
As always, a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely, always a pleasure for me as well. And Stu, you were the champ. You were right through the end, mate. So thanks for keeping with us, and wish you all the best, mate. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And yeah, do feel free to chat at any time during the week if you want. He says, "Sup?" Said, "Bye. Have a good one." Yeah, you too, mate. All the best. And take the sim noises down, and I will bid you good day. You've been watching Positive Rate. We'll see you next week here for some more aviation fun. Take care.